In this video, you will learn how to estimate the value of square roots or radicals. So let's take the first problem here, and let's use a radical 20, or square root of 20. Well, the easiest way to be able to do this is to figure out what some perfect squares are. So in other words, things like the square root of 4 is something that we know, it's 2. Or the square root of 9 is 3. The square root of 16 is 4. The square root of 25 is 5. Well, in this case, we look at the square root of 20. Well, that's going to be in between the square root of 16 and the square root of 5. And in fact, it's going to be almost exactly in between them. So we know that the answer will be somewhere about in the middle of 4 and 5. So we can say that this is estimated to be about 4.5. Now, if we actually plug it into the calculator, we can get the actual value. But then that's not estimating anymore. That's actually getting the actual value. Or it's being given to us in a rounded form. It's still not estimation. So we can do this with a number of different things, especially if we continue this part over here out just a little bit. And I think that that's far enough. And so I can say, all right, what's the square root of 7? And so you would go, okay, the square root of 7, well, it's just a little bit less than the square root of 9, so it's going to be a little less than 3. So we could say, it's a little less than 3, or we can say, my best guess is about a 2.7 or a 2.8, and so let's just say 2.7. Okay? Again, on an estimate, it's okay to be off just a little. If you're off by too much, the estimate really isn't any good. So if we do one more, we have the square root of 58. Well, the square root of 58, it's more than 49, it's less than 64, so that means it's going to be somewhere between 7 and 8. And in this case, we'll say it's a little bit more toward the 8 than it is the 7, so let's just go 7.8. Now, if you said 7.7, that'd still be a good estimate. If you went 7.9, not bad estimate. So, again, an estimate can be off by a little bit. Again, we're not looking for the exact number.